Let me ask you about the convention coming up, the Republican convention. There are reports that you've been vetting running mates and that you might announce one as early as June. What can you tell us about that?
Well, we have some old hands now who are beginning to do that. You know, these things come quickly, and you don't want to have yourself in a position of where you got to pick somebody out of a hat. So I have some skilled hands who are beginning now to take a look and figure out who would really fit. And you know, it's just starting, so there isn't a lot to report.
I could imagine, though, John Kasich, in making his argument to the delegates, might say, hey, here's the ticket. Not just John Kasich, here's what the ticket would look like, and that might be a more attractive...
Yeah, I think that's interesting.
Might you do that?
It might be. It might be. Yeah, well, I mean, it's possible. I don't run the campaign. I'm just a candidate, okay? Well, I know what's going on. I had to approve that we were going to start vetting. These are things you talk about as a group. I'll have my strong opinions of it at some point. But we're at the preliminary stage, and yeah, I think it's always possible. You know, Reagan tried to do that in 1976. He didn't win.
Didn't work out so well for him.
Vice president.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, did work out later, and you know, he influenced the country, and there's something to be said for that.
Let me ask you about the convention. Security measures. There's talk about if it might get rough. What are you doing in terms of security in case there's anything associated with the convention? Are you adding more security?
Well, John, I don't think I should be kind of getting into the security discussion, but we try to be prepared for all events as best as humanly possible. The Secret Service will be the lead entity on this. Our Highway Patrol is intimately involved. Of course, Cleveland Police. There'll be other entities of law enforcement from around the country that will help. And we prepare for, you know, what we think could happen, and we've been preparing for a number of things over the years since I've been governor. And, you know, we have good security people. I talked to them about it. At the end of the day, they'll be ready, but I don't think I need to talk about security on television.
All right. And finally, Governor, I wanted to ask you, Donald Trump had some difficulty with your name and pronouncing it. I want to play you a clip and get your reaction to that.
I'm millions of votes more than Kasich. And I don't know how you pronounce his name, Kasich. It's I-C-H. Every time I see it, I say Kasich, but it's pronounced Kasich. So I'm doing a very good job staying on. But, you know, it's really, you know, can we ask him to change the spelling of his name? Are we allowed to do that? It's so ridiculous.
Got any advice for Donald Trump there on the pronunciation of your name, Governor?
No, I always find these things amusing. You know, when they're talking about you, John, you know, that's a good thing. You know, they used to say if they spell your name right, that's good. No, it's kind of chuckle. It makes me laugh. So God bless them, and God bless you and our listeners.
Thank you, Governor. We'll end it right there.
All right. Thank you.